Stadium in Eugene. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Fighting Irish and the Oregon Ducks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now they'll run the draw. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Moore from the gun on third down. Another incompletion on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing, Carr. Out wide left, it's Graham.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Play fake, Carr. Pulls it in. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Fires to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Straight ahead, it's Mobley. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They want to run this quarterback. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Good, right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Deep in the end zone, it's Bear. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Throwing more. Finds his man. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. The Ducks in the hurry up.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Moore will throw. Out wide right, it's Moore. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Left side is hooked.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
From the gun, they get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. First play of the period, first down here. They'll give it to him again. Sees a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Moore to throw. Rushes on. Ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They give him the rock again on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. They're all over it. Fires downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Offense in a bunch formation. Finds a crease, it's Davison. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Making the adjustment. Dante Moore. Look out! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. Right side, it's Johnson. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride him again. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. This is a designed run. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal.
Ready? 129. Box. Where did he go?
They'll try to get it in with the run. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Going for 6. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline because think about it, he's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Moore to the air. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take...
He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense, we always talk about offense, but man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Moore. Got it in the middle at Stewart. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Quarterback changing the play. In the gun on third down. Moore. He's going to take off. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Throwing, Moore. Gets rid of it. Out wide left, it's Hooks. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Moore will throw. Going long. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Never a doubt. That gives him a 16-10 lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 10 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Nittany Lions coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. They get back on track after dropping their last game, and it gets them to 3-1. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. On the move. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Breaks into the open. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Moore to throw. Left side, it's Moore. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Jack, check. 492 waggle. 492 waggle. Sweep, sweep. Freeze, freeze. Go, go.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. That's a fly. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. There he goes. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
These last two plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent, he showed you the accuracy on the previous completion, and then on this play it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a special talent.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Ready? Go, go!
Looking for a crease. It's Davison. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy.
Makes the grab in their space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. From the red zone, it's Davison. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Maybe some room here. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Ducks! They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Out wide right, it's Johnson. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Hits inside. It's Mobley. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Mobley. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
Now here's Carr. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Carr. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Dropping back, it's Carr. They get enough rush and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I love the effort by the defense. The last play, gain of no yards. This play, they get a sack. They're playing excellent defense right now up against their own goal line.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Play action, Carr. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
How about the defense coming through when you needed it the most? They got some yards, had some success on this drive. 2nd and goal, sack. 3rd and goal, sack. Nice job by the defense, sticking with it, coming through in the clutch.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good! And guys, they've taken the lead, and now the stage is set for the end of this one.
Big time kick late in the 4th quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Well, here we are. It's every quarterback's dream. You're down by a score late in the game, 2-minute situation. You get to march your offense down the field and win this game. Use your timeouts, use the sidelines, clock it when you have to, and do what you practice every day, the 2-minute drive.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line. That's short of first down yardage. 4th down is coming. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. 4th down, Moore. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football, and that's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the ranking.